Now let's create our header. So I'm gonna close these preview sections from the Figma design and drag this Figma design on the right side. Close unnecessary tabs here. Keep this one open here and close this one as well. Before closing, let's make it save. And now close. So this is our dashboard and this is our home page and this is our design. Now let's understand and create our header first. So we have already copied our typography and color. Now it's time to create our header. And previously I have published another series tutorial where I have shown you how to move from Elementor to Gutenberg, and that was also using the default block editor. If you're interested and have some good time, then do check out that video as well. I will share. So I'd like to export the icons here only as of now. So let's select the icons area and we can use icons plugin. By default Gutenberg, we are not going to use third-party plugins. As of now, we are gonna just use the default features and see how much we can replicate. Now let's export the image first. I'd like to export the image in SVG format because when we are exporting any small amount of element, we should have export that one into SVG format for better viewing angle or better results. Click export, and if I drag and drop it into the browser, it looks like this. To use SVG image, we have to install a plugin called SVG support. So I have navigated to the WordPress and click add new and then type here SVG support. This plugin will activate the SVG features where you can easily upload SVG icons, SVG images, and SVGs are better than the PNG format. It's lightweight and looks crisp and sharp. Now there is nothing to do, or you don't have to configure anything inside SVG supports plugin. Now it's time to navigate to our appearance and go to the editor. So we can navigate from the left sidebar area, or we can click over here and use the powerful search features from the Gutenberg. And if you go back to the editor on the left side area, you can see there is a template. There is all the templates that is displaying here, and there is also patterns where all the patterns are displaying here. So like header, footer, general, you can see all the patterns are displaying here, which is the built-in patterns with the 2024 WordPress theme and 2025 WordPress theme. And you can edit this pattern by navigating from here, from this area. So instead navigating from here, I mostly preferred using the search options from here. So we can search anything and then we can navigate. Until we have to create any templates or pattern from scratch, we can use the search options. And for the search options, I'll be using the shortcut key from the keyboard, which you can see here, it's displaying Command K. And from the keyboard, I'm gonna press Command K to navigate to the here and there in different pages. Let's press Command K here and type header. So there are 3 headers. I'm gonna only use the header, default header. Click or hit enter, or you can click over here, or you can press enter from your keyboard. So this is our header area, and let's copy the text from here and go to the editor, paste the text on the left hand side. So this is basically, if I click on this overview or document overview icon, you can see this is a site title. And inside the site title, this is really not relevant. So we can use site title in different text or different word, but not the email address. So that's why I'm undo the changes here. I'm going to remove the site title, and instead site title, I'd like to use here the custom text using paragraph. Now let's delete all the groups and let's make it from scratch, because the purpose of this video to make things, we understand how the default block works and how to make things from scratch. Let's type here group, hit enter, and you can see, let's understand the design. There are total 3 columns here, so we can take columns or we can take rows here to make this area. So I'd like to take row because I'd like to display them at the edge of the container area on the left side, and on the right side. So let's take row here, and please take a look at here carefully on the list view. You can see inside the group I have taken a row items. Now if I click over here on the align item, I'm gonna make it wide width, and you can see there is 2 columns. It looks like 2 columns, but technically it's not a 2 column here. You can make it a more interesting things here. You're gonna learn step by step. Click over here, and for these items you can see there is an icon and there is a text. For icon and text, I'd like to take group for 2 of them, or I could take a row, another row, and this will be only the image and this will be only the navigation. So let's take another row here. So inside row I have taken another row, and click over here again, add a paragraph, paste here and hit enter. So we can export this whole image easily from here. So it will make our work much easier when using the default one, when we do not want to use any custom code here. Let's select the Gutenberg. Okay, so let's select this group here and click export, and you can see the whole image looks like this. And select the PNG, SVG from here and click export, and click before and type here image, hit enter, select our image and display here. How easy it is, right? And now select the row here and go to the styles tab. You can change the block spacing by dragging and dropping here. So I'd like to add a tiny space which is 10 pixel, and click save changes, view our header. It looks much better, right? Now it's time to display these icons. Let's export this one. So the icon itself, you can see it takes much space at the top, left, bottom. So we do not want this icon take the white space in our pages, and that's why we're gonna press shift, not shift, we're gonna press command from my keyboard. Why it's not working? Okay, it's working like this way. Press alt from your keyboard and drag. It's still not working. So I think we should try a different one. So if I stuck here and there, and if I make any solutions, it will help you to learn those part, how to make solutions. So I'm gonna press alt from my keyboard and drag it to the completely outside of the frame areas. Now zoom in, and I'd like to try reduce. Right now I'm pressing the command and drag my cursor so that I can reduce the size of the image, and I'm still pressing my command key from the keyboard. When you're using Windows, it should be control key, so not command for window user. And just click on preview. You can see now it's transparent, and I'm gonna export these emojis. Okay, I have to export this one as SVG. Click export and go back to the header area again and select our primary row. Click on the plus icon, add image, click upload, and upload our emojis here. Boom, we are done here. And now click on the plus icon again inside the row and type here navigation. Hit tab. So you can see I am navigating using tab. I use my keyboard a lot here to speed up the process. Hit enter and select on this arrow icon. You can see right now it's displaying all the page list. But instead displaying the page list, I'd like to select the navigation from here on the right hand side. I can create a new navigation by clicking on this arrow icon or 3 dots icon and click create new menu. Then click over here and select home. Click on the plus icon, select our blog. And now we do not have any pages, and that's why it's displaying as a blank. So what we are going to do, we are going to create some custom link. Let's say about us, hit enter, click plus, contact us, hit enter. We are going to replace them later, and services. Okay, so it should be contact me and about me, not us. I can also change it from here. And now let's drag and drop. Let's keep the home first, about the second position, and blog third, and contact last positions. Okay, this looks perfect here. So our header, all of the contents, all of them are displaying on the left hand side, and the row we are using here because there is a huge benefits when using row, when using group, and when we are using grid. So when I select the primary row, I can simply navigate here inside the layouts area and select space between. It will do rest of the work here. So as you can see, when I select space between, we do not have to add margin, padding, or anything here. It just takes its own space by default. That's why if you are using a column here, you have to add padding left, or you have to make it align left, right, and it will gonna create another issue in the future. Let's save changes and reload the page. So this is how it looks like. So we have done our header, not completed yet. We have to add some spacing and adjust the spacing here as well. On the top and bottom, you can see there is some padding, right? Let's add some padding. To understand the padding, you can select the menu and press the Alt key from the keyboard, and you can see it's displaying 58 pixel space at the top from the menu area. But we are not going to calculate from the menu area. We're going to calculate it from this part, 32 pixel. So from these emojis, the top it should have 30 pixel, and from these emojis, the bottom area should have 25 pixel. So it should be 25 or 30. Let's make it select our whole group here, select the styles tab and select the padding and unlink from here, and at the top and bottom let's make it 30. We can make it 25 if it looks bigger than our expectation, and I think 25 looks perfect. Let's add a border at the bottom inside the group area. Unlink here, and I'd like to add a border at the bottom area only. Okay, it's a light color. I think it should be the light one. Let's take a look at here the border color. So I think we haven't added that color. Let's copy the color from here. I'm using my keyboard to copy the color and go to the editor area, select our styles tab, go to colors and add a global color here again. Let's add, I think this is our color. Let's add this one instead, the yellow, because this is our border color and yellow is not our color, right? and click on this settings icon here again and select the group. Go to our styles tab, scroll down, select our color. It will not gonna display the color here right away until we create our hero area. Let's save changes. Go to our front page and reload. So we have completed our header part here. Now if we take a look at our mobile device responsive view, it looks like this. And by default it looks perfect. So we do not have to do anything inside the responsive view, but still if you want to understand how it works, let me show you. So when I select the navigation, we can do a few things inside the responsive part. Now select on this settings icon while you have selected the navigation. So you can see there is allow to wrap to multiple lines. This is enable, and the overlay menus is basically the mobile menu, and you can make always or off or only mobile devices. And if I click on this arrow icon, hamburger, not hamburger, just equal, I'd say, select here and choose the hamburger icon. Or we can use the name only, the menu, close and open like this. But I'd like to use the icons here. And if I click over here, I can change the submenu overlay background color, a block spacing. So these are the old part that I have already created in-depth tutorial on my channel. So these are the same things, and if I receive requests from all of you, then I'll be adding a newer version. I think it's similar. There is no new part here, and as per the design it looks okay here. So if I select the mobile smaller and then larger, it looks perfect. So we have completed our header.